Hello, scholars. Welcome to our reading mini lesson for Tuesday. Yesterday, you listened to a story called We the Kids, and We the Kids is a book that talks about the beginning of the Constitution, and it focuses on kids' perspectives. So when you watched that video yesterday, that mini lesson with the story, you could see the pictures, and in the pictures, you could see kids who were enjoying those rights that were laid out by the Constitution. Now, the Constitution is a fancy document that when America first became a country, a handful of men, politicians, men who worked in politics, who were trying to establish the government, they made these rules. And yesterday, we talked a little bit about what some of the rules were. What were some of the freedoms that the U.S. Constitution provides? And a couple of the big ones are it establishes justice or fairness, right? And it's a list of rules that establish fairness or justice. And it should be justice for everybody. And the second big thing was that it promotes general welfare. So it promotes good for everybody. That's the idea of it. Now, we're going to talk about who today. So we talked a little bit about what yesterday, but today we're going to talk about who, and we're going to talk about where. These are different elements of a story, elements of a book, answering those big questions. So yesterday we answered what. Today we're going to answer who and where. So I am just going to play a clip. You won't be able to see it because of how I'm recording this video, but I'm going to play a clip of the story. And if you'd like to listen to the story again, you can go back to yesterday's lesson and read the book or listen to the book one more time. But I'm just going to play it so you can hear the audio. I will not play the whole story, but I want you to listen carefully because again, we're answering the questions where are they talking about in this book? And who are they talking about? So, just going to play this little bit. So take a listen.
We the Kids, the Preamble to the Constitution of the United States. We the people of the United States.
That line right there gave us a lot of important information. We the people of the United States. So, where are we talking about? Where does this story take place? Or where do the people live who the story is about? In the United States. Okay? So these rules and this Constitution that's written, right, and these pictures that go along with the Constitution are all about the United States, which is the country where we live. We live in St. Paul, many of us, or Minneapolis. We live in the state of Minnesota, but that's all within the United States. Now, the second part is who. Who. Take a listen one more time. I'm just going to go back a few seconds. Who is this about? Who are they talking about?
We the people.
We the people. Point to yourself. You are a person in the United States. We the people of the United States. So who are they talking about? They're talking about we the people. So that's everybody. That should be everybody who lives in the United States. And our country is huge. But it's discussing we the people. All of us. Now, this next part, I want to talk about a little bit with you guys. Who does that include? Okay? Who does that include? We the people. So who would be included in that? Well, it should be everybody, right? So it should be kids. Should it be grown-ups? Yeah. So kids, it should be grown-ups. Should it be men? Yeah. Should it be women? Mm-hmm. Should it be people who have white skin? Mm-hmm. Should it be people who have black skin? Yeah. And should it be people who speak different languages? Mm-hmm. So who does it include? It includes everybody. So when you do your seesaw activity today, you're going to tell me you're going to list all of the important people. Who does that include? We, the people. And the second part of the question is a little more complicated, but I want to get you guys thinking because I know you are such a smart group of scholars, and you care a lot about other people and you care about what's happening in the world. And I want you to think about, are there people who were not included? Are there people who things are not as fair for? Where things, maybe some of the rules and the laws don't apply in the same way to some people. Okay? So I want you to think about that. And when you answer that, if you're not sure, you can say, oh, I don't know. You could say, you could share some information about what you think. There's no wrong answer, but I want you to start thinking about that. Are there people who were not included? And then we're going to start talking about how could we make things better? How can we think about different groups who maybe aren't as included or things aren't as fair for, and what can we do as a class to make a difference? Okay? So this information, these questions will be on Seesaw. Answer them to the best of your ability. I really want to know and I want to see what you guys think and what you guys know. So, make sure you do your work and make sure you do your independent reading. Today I'm going to have you try out another spot to read. If you really liked your reading spot yesterday and it worked for you, you can read there again. All right, second grade. Remember, you can always watch and listen to the story a second time if that's helpful for you. Happy reading!